How's practice today?
I was good practice, yes sir. Just coming out, executing the calls.
Coach Trailer was just telling us it seems like guys are still very kind of eager to practice and get after it at this point in the spring. What kind of sort of attitude do you notice from the group?
UTSA has had a lot of past success, and going into the new conference, we got to keep upholding our worth.
What's it been like for you getting settled in here? How's that process gone from your perspective?
It's been a good transition. The team really welcomed me in, open arms, and the coaches have done their job to, instill the playbook in me.
Who, if anybody in that room, has kind of taken you under their wing or helped you make that transition?
As far as like the safeties
Yeah.
in the group, really the whole group. Kalechi, Rashad, Ken, Javon, they've all really helped me in getting the playbook down, the ins and outs of the defense.
You guys have a lot of guys in that group who have played a ton of snaps here. How does that sort of impact just the way the group operates at this point?
Well, it really pushes the room. Everybody's trying to, play at a certain level, but the more, talent we bring in, the more competition we have, the higher the room can elevate.
Elliott, how would you describe your playing style to someone who's never seen you play?
I would just say I'm a fast, reactive player. I try to be physical when I can and lock up when I can.
What are some of the challenges here in coming to UTSA? And I guess from a schematic standpoint, is it pretty much the same as what you've been used to? Or
it's a different scheme, but I've had 3 different playbooks in the last 3 years, so it's I've gotten used to adapting and learning new things, and it can only add more tools on my tool belt.
What do you see your role as on the team right now as one of the newcomers?
Well, coming in initially, I feel like my first job is to get the playbook down for myself, but also to really just push the room, because like I said, UTSA has had past success, but you always need people to come in and push you to that next level.
How is learning a playbook now different from the first time you stepped on a college campus and had to learn a new system?
Oh, it's gotten easier because I've learned like the concepts more. When I first came in, I wasn't as familiar, with the certain, cover 2, cover 3, really getting in depth with that. But now since I've kind of, got experience and, been around a little bit, I can adapt better to the new playbook.
Do you see that this defense is going to be kind of a similar style to what you were used to at UAW, or is it a big change for you?
It's similar in ways. The base of it is different, but I've definitely did many of these things before.
What was it that led you to want to transfer?
First it was the second coaching change in 2 years, so obviously I was just kind of, tired of dealing with the new coaches, and UTSA is, like I said, they've been successful they've been a successful program, and their culture has been established for a good amount of time now, and I've built a solid relationship with Coach Traylor. So,
were there some other schools that you considered, or what was the process like for you?
Yeah, there were some other schools I considered, but what I was looking for was like a for sure, like I said, the culture is set. Like I know, like Coach Traylor said earlier, like I knew what I was getting into. I was familiar with everybody, the same base of like the culture that I learned with his brother, Kurt Traylor, yes sir, when I learned at high school, are the same type of things that Coach Head Traylor has brought here. So it's been an easy transition.
What was your relationship with Kurt Traylor like at Tyler Lee? Were you guys particularly close?
We weren't the closest, but we had a good understanding relationship. Yes, sir.
Was that a big factor when you were thinking about the next landing spot for you?
Not necessarily, no, sir, because this is a whole different. They're 2 different people, So I have to, judge him for him, and judge Kurt Traylor for Kurt Traylor.
Is there any advantage to staying in San Antonio as you switch schools? Maybe just some familiarity with the city?
Oh yeah, familiar with the city for sure. Some of my friends, they still in the same city, so I'm not too unfamiliar.
You got any goals for the rest of the spring?
As far as goals go, I just want to make sure that I'm upholding my part is being a safety, really just getting my job down first. That's really the main thing when you come into anywhere. You got to make sure that you can do your job first before you try to take up any other role.
Do you come in a little bit more maybe quiet and reserved as you kind of get used to a new room with a lot of leaders already in place, or do you speak out a lot as well?
I would probably say initially, I like to come in and observe the room first, but eventually it's just going to come up out of me.
Do you see this being a one-year stop for you, or have you thought about maybe the extra year of eligibility and the chance of coming back for?
Oh,
two
for
seasons?
sure. I've definitely thought about the second year, and I'm just gonna take it day by day. And this season I gotta produce this season, regardless of what I think about next year. I have to focus on right now.
All right, Elliott, thanks.
Thank
I
you,
appreciate
Elliott.
it.
Appreciate you.
Yep.